street food.
Road trip! Welcome back to Street Food. This is part 2 of our Zha Shui road trip. If you need to get caught up, you can check out part 1 right here. My friend Alan and I are on a quest, scouring the Qingling mountain range for a place yet untouched by China's expansive urban development. Thus far, we've been unsuccessful. But Alan thought of another place we can try. So now we're looking for an ancient village called
Feng Huang Gu Zheng.
Feng Huang Gu Zheng. We don't know where it is, right, Alan?
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the mountains, he said. Old Phoenix was built during the Qing dynasty, so it's more than 300 years old. That's older than George Washington's dentures, and it's supposedly been very well preserved.
You know, in the recent 20 years, Xian had a very big progress in both in culture and the economy. Maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, we only, in our dream, maybe to buy a bicycle. But maybe after 10 years, the world changed. The China changed. You know, as a Chinese, I'm very proud of the recent development of my country.
Like most things, the development in China has its upside and its downside.
The negative is that when the economy grows and the feeling of the happiness goes down. Maybe it's a paradox, right? The people's value changed. 15 years ago, maybe the most people knows our value of our lives is to have a warm family, and our treasure is our kids and parents and something like that. But maybe now they always just want to catch up. They always just they drop into the hole of the money.
That cultural paradox has piqued my appetite. Time for some Nangpiar cold noodles. That's right, I said cold noodles are great on a hot summer day. And Zha Shui has more cold noodle vendors than I've seen in any other town. There's at least 3 or 4 noodle carts on every street corner. They come in a lot of varieties, but we tried this kind. It's the Zha Shui special. These noodles were a little firm. They actually taste a little more like tofu skin. But the mixture of bean sprouts, vinegar, chili pepper, and tofu is excellent. If you're on the market for cold noodles, I highly recommend this version. Are you still hungry? How about a bonus snack? Bonus snack! Zapata. I saw this bowl of strangeness and I absolutely had to give it a try.
I have absolutely no idea what this is.
Turns out those chunks are actually made out of potato. Ha! Potato! One of my favorites! They mix potato with some other ingredients to get this lump of dough. Then they slice it into chunks and put it in a cold broth with some pickled vegetables and some chili pepper. It's got the consistency of soft tofu, but the flavor is kind of like gnocchi. I was very pleasantly surprised. So let's get to Old Phoenix already. We drove about 2 hours further into the mountains and we finally found the town. The ancient architecture was pretty well preserved on the one main street, but aside from that, new buildings going up everywhere. How do they even get that crane up there? This is way in the mountains. Both Alan and I were definitely expecting a quaint old village, so we were shocked by all the development. Oh, and we also saw this. Chinese baijiu is like grain alcohol, and most of it's made from rice. But in Old Phoenix, they carry legit Shanxi moonshine. Feng Huang Gu Zheng. So we searched and we found that even in a town tucked away inside a valley, surrounded by wild panda mountain ranges, Chinese are building buildings. Thank you for watching Street Food, and a special thanks to my friend Alan for driving me all around the Qingling Mountains. Leave me a comment if you like cold noodles or mystery potato clumps or moonshine. Till next time, eat it on the street. Watch out for the parasite.